Sorry about that. I forgot that I muted the mic for... the relay. So I was saying that I perfectly understand that once you reach your goal, you know, it's kind of hard to motivate yourself to go beyond that. So what was I saying? Like, I was saying that, like, you know, even though I know that, say if I get 3694, it's gonna be the best time on the PAL leaderboard, but it's not like the best performance ever in this minigame, you know, it's gonna be like about a tenth of a second when against the equivalent. So it's hard to really say whether I ever go for the equivalent 3684. I mean, I know for sure that it's going to be hard enough to get sub 37. Yo, Nintendo, welcome on in. Good to see you. Good luck. I mean, for some mini games, I continued to pursue beyond. I know for Stardust Battle, I got some record, and then but I knew that I could go even faster, so I just continued to push. But then I didn't really realize that there was even better. So I mean, it's hard to say. I'll go for the sub 37, and then, you know, even if I get like a 3698, it's gonna be... I don't know if I'll just accept a 3698, to be honest. I really do want... And then if I get a 3696, then it's gonna be even harder to decide. You're retired? Yeah, well, I understand. I start pretty late, generally. I come home pretty late. I eat something. I didn't have like a full dinner, but I ate something. You're just tired? Yeah, I feel that. I'm pretty tired too. I'll be honest, you know, I was trying to decide what I was gonna stream today. I didn't really want to do all boards for Mario Party 5 tonight. I'm giving myself at least a week to rest from that because, well, I've done that a whole lot. I was thinking of various challenge runs. I mean, if you guys have heard of Gerby's, he's sort of championed this 0 coin challenge for Mario Party 3. I wanna actually give it a go one of these days, maybe even soon. And then there's my coin lossless challenge. Yeah, he is. You know, just something. I mean, speedruns will come back soon, but I feel like I need sort of a rhythm. The rhythm I'm thinking of is like speedrun, either all boards in story mode, then something else, then speedrun, then casual stream. It sounds impossible without resetting a lot. Yeah, it's... I mean, there are special rules for things like duels and battles, but, you know, it's basically like seeing how far you can get without losing coins. But yeah, it's sort of unhinged to even think about. It's like the only reason why I could would even approach it for Mario Party 5 is that, I mean, unlike the first 4 Mario Parties, you don't have Boo. Boo is guaranteed coin loss. in the first 4 Mario parties. Whereas in Mario Party 5, I mean, there's chain chomp, but like, even the CPU decisions are sort of random. But then, of course, there's everything from red spaces to buying stars to using capsules on yourself to so many things. Paratroopa, if somebody lands on Paratroopa, GG, the run is over. Bank, run is over. So many things. How have I been? I've been alright. It has been a very, very, very cold week here. Oh, happy birthday, Nintendog. GG. Welcome to your, I was just gonna say, welcome to the next year of life. I don't really know where I was going with that, but hope you have a very good and festive day with people who enjoy. Yo, Hazel, welcome on in. It is so cold this week. I honestly thought that people at my work were just gonna like stay home, but then like we had a staff meeting and I was like the only one who was not there. I was sort of but I went back into work today because, you know, because I had to, because they wanted me to meet. So yeah, it is very cold. You know, I lived in a bit more to the center of the United States, so it was cold where I was for 2 years, but not as cold as this. I was always making fun of the state where I live for being so cold, but well, I'm back. I'm back in it. Alright. So it was very, very difficult. Yeah, I'm big on vanilla myself. I guess on cupcakes, I guess it's okay, but when it comes to ice cream or anything that's really liquid or soft, chocolate is just not something I enjoy. I've tried it. I mean, like, for example, chocolate milk. I just gag, dude. I can't. I just cannot have it. All right. Well, guys, you know the drill. We're doing 200 attempts of this today, or we get a PB. Which one will happen? Probably not a PB. It's been a little bit of time, but, you know, anything can happen. Oh, thank you for the good luck, Mr. Fool. Hospital Wi-Fi. Aww. Starting off on the right-hand side. Okay, well, that's not really nice. Probably dead already, but let's just get warmed up. Oh, this is bad. It's very bad. Can't pass that. You've been on a big IL decathlon? Yeah, I ought to do that for NTSC. I've only done it for PAL. I have like all the scores filled in. Oh god, that's not good. Ouch. Yeah, there are some 1,000 point scores that are a lot easier to get. For the decathlon, the thresholds are just much more forgiving for that. It's like, maybe I should make like a ranking of which ones are easiest to hardest. What's the ideal starting position? This is more my feeling than anything. I feel like the 2 spots on the left are better than being on the right. Did I PB in my last session? No, I tied my PB. Ah, crap. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get the improvement. Which is, I mean, sort of expected. It's really hard. You just need that one performance where something just clicks. I feel like I already made a mistake, which... You don't know why, but the 1000 for HydroStars is so hard. Yeah, I see that. It's... I mean, I've gotten several 31s without perfect boxes. You know, just... Which is, I think, sufficient for the 1000. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Yeah. You just need a sub 32 on NTSC. I don't know what it is on PAL. I don't think anybody has ever achieved 1,000 points on this minigame on PAL. I think Blue Star is pretty close with like a 990 something. It's always in this position. Yeah, it's about 16% slower. Compared to NTSC. It's 5/6 the speed. Yeah, I mean, it is slower. Europeans have slower television compared to us in the freedom-loving part of the world. Okay, what is this? Ah. Dang, that was good RNG and everything, but I screwed it up. Alright, well, that's a good time. Yeah, the exit from 3 was not the best, I feel. So that equates to what? Let me see what that would equate to on NTSC. 37.1 divided by 1.2. So it would equate to 3091. Casual 3091. It's just really hard. I think number 3 is the hardest of the bunch. Thing is, I'm still asleep. I didn't really sleep much last night. It's kind of a rough angle. And boom. Yeah, 5 is definitely one of the hardest. I feel like 5 is the one that I might have messed up even more than 3. But who can really say? We just don't have checkpoints that give the exact measurement. And even if we did, it wouldn't really give us the full picture, I feel. I can't exit that. Yeah, and then it's really hard to judge just how early or late you should go. It's tough. No, I hate that mistake so much. Well, speaking of going too early. Yo, Mario fan, hello, hello. Hope you are doing well today. Yeah, that miss really hurts every time it happens. That's an awkward exit. Okay. Hope the relay went well. Actually, I wanted to talk about that. So for the most part, I mean, for most of the run, the relay went sort of as expected. You know, most boards were sort of average to mediocre. I'll actually... Okay, well, once I'm done with this attempt, I'll talk a little bit more about it. But, yeah, some things really went down in that. So... I mean, as I said, as you probably know, there are 7 boards in that. Board number 1 was exceptionally good. Board number 1 was exceptionally good. You know, I think it might have been my fastest Toy Dream ever. Board number 2, it was actually Luigi. I had 3 roulette resets. So 3 minutes lost just like that because of Luigi and Rainbow Dream. I mean, I still got sub 30 on the board. You know, even though I had that, I still got sub 30 on that map, which is actually faster than what I usually do. Just funny. Then Pirate Dream was slow for some reason, but you know, a little over 30 minutes. It is what it is, you know. Nothing too much of an issue. I think Undersea is where I lost any chance of beating a cure in terms of real time. Undersea, we had red to Bowser. And we got a lot of Bowser Revolution. We got a lot of Bowser Revolution, including on the very, very last turn, last CPU, which ended up with a tie. Yeah, we had a tie on Bowser Revolution. On Undersea. And I had to reset that twice. But, you know, it cost me about 3 to 4 minutes, but the penalty for losing the board was 10 minutes. So, by not accepting the loss, I, you know, got about 6 minutes for the team, which... so then... Future Dream, I don't even know what happened, but it was slow, but, you know, it was just like the regular old mediocre Future Dream. Sweet Dream was fine, it was okay. It was Bowser Nightmare that was the real disaster of the run. If you didn't reach the end of the run, it was a disaster. So, what happened was, do you guys know what I'm referring to when I say Bowser Jail? The ring of 8 spaces in the center of the board. Let me just mute the game audio for a moment, because it's a bit distracting. So Bowser Jail, the area in like, yeah, it's like 6 red spaces and 2 happenings. So I went into that after 2 on my second turn. You know, I got a happening space, and I figured, you know, once I leave the ring, you know, I'll get another happening space. The trouble is, I never left the ring. I never left the ring. I stayed in Bowser Jail for 8 turns. And Peach entered Bowser Jail and left Bowser Jail. So she took 2 happenings. I was left on 1. I was left on 1 happening. And because of the time, and we got the roulette, we got the ×3, which is generally good, but when I was in Bowser Jail, I was losing 9 coins every single turn. So progressively, I was losing more and more coins. I maintained coin star, but gradually I was, you know, I was having less coins than the other CPU. So, on the last turn, I needed to get another happening. I needed to get another happening to win the game, because Peach, who had happening plus a regular star, was going to beat me. And so I reset a total of 8 times. 6 to try to get another happening, 2 because there were certain circumstances like a duel or something like that was going to cost me either the coin star. And I never managed to get any of those conditions. I gave up 12 minutes. I mean, I was trying to save 10 minutes. I gave up 12, and I lost. So that's an additional 10 minutes. Had I just gotten a happening space, my RTA time would have been 3 hours and 28 minutes. Had I just accepted the outcome regardless. I mean, I would have taken the penalty. I mean, if I had gotten the happening space, I would have won. And that would have been my final time. But here's the funny thing. Akira also got stuck in Bowser Jail, as did Peach. But Peach never left Bowser Jail for him, whereas she did for me. And that's the difference. So Akiratake got 3 hours and 21 minutes, which is insanely good for a no reset. But he had like a 10-minute penalty for the first board, so his final time would have been like a 3:31. So if I had just, just gotten my 3:27, 3:28 without a loss, I would have had the better run. But instead, I got 3 hours and 40 minutes plus the penalty. So the last board, I was furious. Honestly. Yeah, 3 hours and 40 minutes was the RTA time, but with the penalty, it's a 3 hours and 50 minutes. And I was really, really upset after the run was over. So, yeah, in the end, it doesn't matter. Our team still won, but it is what it is. I didn't really have much sleep, so I just wasn't really in the right state to just take all that stuff. Yo, Schneidog, welcome on in. I was just talking about the relay for those who hadn't seen it. Yeah, I'm okay now. Our team won. I just wish, certain things panned out a bit better, but it did keep us close. It did add a little element of suspense to the final outcome. Yeah, Akiratake got like that RNG battle minigame. I sort of prepared for that scenario by saving after every turn, which I had hoped would, rescue me. And it did rescue me for that, that undersea scenario. But ultimately, well, Schneidog, you got stuck on Bowser's Big Blast. There's really no letting your team down if you just get stuck on Bowser's Big Blast, I feel like, if it was just me getting the happening space, just like not getting the happening space and losing like that, I wouldn't feel like I had let down the team. It's the fact that I reset over and over and over and over again, and I still didn't get the outcome. So I basically added 22 minutes, or 12, but 10 tacked onto it. So that's really what made me kind of bummed about the run, So yeah, that's sort of what happened. You got 115 right after the relay. Oh yeah, I remember that you got the PB, which is... Would have been great to have it in the relay, but, well... These PBs never happen when you expect them to. It's like when I got that fastest board time in the last relay. Yo, go. Well, did you start with Bowser's Big Blast in your PB run? Or did you just basically go in the same order when you got the PB? Oh, that's a very bad exit. You did? Oh, I see. You, basically went in the same order. Okay. Interesting. Which is... interesting when going for PB attempts. Yep. All the people scrambling to save Twitch highlights and such, and I'm like, well, I don't have to worry about that. Oh, God. That's the great thing about YouTube, guys. I mean, I know that there are a lot of features missing. From YouTube streaming, but just the fact that I can just refer to any stream I've ever done on this platform, apart from those that I deleted, is just... I don't know how Google does it, but I mean, I rely on it all the time. Oh, you have Snowfallen where you're at? It has been a cold... I said this before, but it is so cold this week. It's crazy. Just... I mean, this winter, I haven't been in this state for more than 2 years. And I mean, I always made fun of it for its weather, but wow. Oh, I thought I was going to escape that. Yeah, I mean, I just wish a lot of things could be integrated with YouTube. I mean, I have, like, a system of channel points. It's obviously not as intuitive as just looking at the corner and seeing how many points you have, but I don't know, I'm trying to make it work. And then, of course, there are emotes, which I need 1,000 subs to reach. Plus, 4,000 watch hours, which... let's just say that. Well, it's a dream, but like, you know, like many dreams, it's reality is just a bit colder. Is more user friendly? I see. Is that the threshold for being able to put emotes? I thought that... I mean, there are some things that get unlocked with 500 and 3,000 watch hours, but I don't think it's quite the same as 1,000 and 4,000. That's bad. Boom. Should be able to. Well, I don't know. I actually have 3,000 watch hours for the year. Honestly, it was mostly concentrated around the time that Jamboree came out. I think like one of my streams has like an insanely high watch time hour. Most of the year, I barely get like a few hundred watch time hours in a month. But then when Jamboree came out, I had just like this enormous boost in watch time. But when it comes to subs, I'd rather not talk about that. Is that you get ads revenue once you hit IC. Yeah, that was sort of my understanding. Yeah, it's honestly hard to grow. It's it's just really, really hard to grow, I think. Oh god. I mean... yeah. Have you managed to get the 7TV to integrate with your YouTube, Schneidog? Because it used to work 7TV, but now it no longer does. So instead I just go with BTTV emotes. Oh, heck. Like, there was a time when I got my 7TV to integrate, and I could have basically any of the 7TV privileges that you would get anywhere else. But at some point, the functionality just ceased to exist, or just some update, and it just no longer integrates with YouTube. Which is kind of a shame. I couldn't make that work. Yeah, that's true. I don't think Mario Party 5... I don't know, I feel like... some people have managed to get quite a following by doing YouTube content. I mean, of course, they might mix it up with other things, but I feel like several channels have really done a good job of, but I mean, they sort of have better tuned into what people actually want to watch on these platforms, whereas I'm clueless. I'm just trying to get my records, and well, I don't really know what better way to progress. That's a bad exit. Well, I'm just doing my thing then. Wait, that hit? I didn't realize that was a checkpoint hit. 1,000 minigames. What did you happen to watch that ranking? I always get annoyed when I watch people's rankings of things in Mario Party. It's like some of their opinions are just and I mean, as I said, like, you know, that some of these people, you know, they do heavily Mario Party stuff, and even though what they say or do is just plain, well, let's just say questionable or debatable at best, I don't know, they've gotten a following. Oh my goodness, no, that was actually a good attempt. They put domination at number 1. That's just a no. You never close out a video so fast in your life. I wouldn't blame you. I mean, domination is just pressing A with a little bit of a fancy post-mash cutscene. I mean, it's a little bit more exciting, but I mean, what makes that better than pump and jump, which has like a higher cap? I mean, I guess the score itself makes a bit more sense for most people in domination, but I don't know. Domination at number 1 is just disagree. I'm not saying that they're necessarily bad games. I mean, they're a little... The gameplay itself is a bit not very creative, but I wouldn't say that it's the best minigame in the entire Mario Party series. I think they put Get a Rope last, or like second or third worst. Well, that I think I could get behind, or, you know, something like that. I personally think that if you guys have heard of Deckhands from Mario Party 7, that's sort of my pick for the worst minigame. At least from the ones that I know. Deckhands, I mean, I think it's a minigame I've never won, and it's a minigame that I never want to even play. Although it's like not that... It's just such a long, boring RNG type minigame, you know, it's... At least RNG battle minigames are usually a bit exciting. I mean, I know Bowser's Big Blast is kind of a pain, and, you know, Random Ride, but you could argue that some people can find it pretty exciting. Whereas Deckhands, you know, pick a card, then pick another card, and that is like the most boring concept imaginable. And I once played, I won't name names, but I did play with a group of people recently, or in the not so distant past, and we had a battle, and they all chose Deckhand because they thought it was funny. And I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys choosing the worst minigame of all time? The most boring slog of an RNG fest. I mean, I guess they must have chosen it because of the RNG, because, you know, yay, but honestly, it's basically like you have a deck from 1 to 15. Player 1, choose a card. You get the number of points that's on the card. And player 2, pick a card. You get the same number of points. That's 1 round. Then you go. Basically, you do that for 3 rounds, and then whoever has the highest total wins in the end. So it's uninspired. It's slow. It's RNG. And it's just a bad minigame. It doesn't, I mean, it's not even exciting. There's no, like, payoff, like, you know, Bowser's Big Blast going kaboom or something like that. The Goomba boss in Mario Party 4. The Goomba boss is, I mean, that's quicker. I mean, like, there's more action to that, and I would argue that's, I mean, it sort of fits in with the theme. Obviously, the mechanic is sort of similar, but I'd take that over Deckhand. Alright, Cog, well, have a good night. See you later. Thank you for the good luck. I mean, obviously I like Stack Deck in Mario Party 3 is another minigame I hate a lot, but at least there's some element, I mean, there's the least bit of suspense in Stack Deck. Plus, I mean, the minigame itself, I mean, its name is, you know, something. I guess it has a lot in common with Cardiators, but I mean, again, Cardiators has something interesting in it. It has, like, you know, it has different animals attacking based on the card that you pick. You know, there's something very, shall we say, I don't even know. There's just like nothing to it. Oh yeah, the CPUs do cheat. The number of times that it's gone down to the last card is just, it can't be random. It cannot be perfectly random. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I remember that my fastest ever Switch run had a last turn Stack Deck in it. Last turn, last CPU. Lands on a battle, gets Stack Deck. I agree, they're definitely uninspired, but at least they go by quickly. I mean, that's generally not a criteria that people go for, but I mean, Mathletes, as long as like the other team doesn't get like 6x6, I'm fine with it. I mean, from a design standpoint, any of these minigames are not very good. So, by the way, every single time in that relay when somebody landed on a chance time space, I was like, "Where's Gogo? He needs to see this." I think Daler Ben even had a beneficial chance time that bailed him out. Like. I just pictured in my head you saying, "See, PhD, I told you that chance times can be good." Daler Ben played really well. Yeah, you did. I think Daler Ben was basically our MVP for the relay. I mean, he's really the only one who really understood how to play Mario Party 3, so I feel like the others just made very, well, things that we as Mario Party 3 players would find questionable. Yeah, Arrowhead was the only real sore spot for his run. I think the rest he did decently well. Oh god. Or the other, I think it was Zach of Hertz and Elo. I think Elo was pretty new, but he got like a 430X on Switch recently. I think the others played on... I don't know if Zach of Hertz played on N64 or Switch, but... yeah. I think only Daler Ben understood the way to play. It's just, I mean, I was just curious, like, wouldn't... If I was watching him play the game, and he was on my team, I would have been like, for certain, or, with the others, I would have, like, sort of told them to, like, I'd have sort of coached them to do a few different things, but obviously, I mean, I was on commentator. I commentated for. My voice was really, really tired after that. I didn't really take much of a break. I can't do that. I started from late Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, and went all the way to the Mario Party 6 ending. Yeah, I see that. I think there was one point on Creepy Cavern where he was like resetting over and over again just to get a star, which all those reset, like me and the other commentators were just sort of questioning that. I mean, it is better than resetting a board for sure, but this at the end of the day is a speed run, and sometimes you don't have to get every star to win the game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember. I was just wondering why you did that. I remember that in Mr. Mover. I don't know what time. I think I got like my best. I know definitely. For my Mario Party 1 normal all boards record, it was like 4 in the morning when I finally finished it. And I think something similar for my Mario Party 3 best run on the Switch. Maybe 3 or 4 a.m. But I don't know. I guess there was a point in my life where I was really nocturnal. I think it's gotten harder for me these days. To stay up and not fall asleep. goodness. Yeah, I forget the exact scenario, but I do remember that there was something that I think general decision making, you're pretty good. You have the fundamentals down. It's just, I don't know what happened at that specific point. Oh, this is a bad start. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to many dual boards, there's a lot of improvisation, at least on my part. Like, turn 1 you have, like, no control, and then you just try to get into a position where you have at least a 30% chance of hitting without something bad happening. Oh, stupid. I could have gotten that. It's just getting that set up and then maintaining it. Because maintaining it is oftentimes... Yeah, blowhard is a very straightforward tactic. I mean, sometimes it's hard to implement, but generally, depending on the first number, I know what to do. Whereas Pipe Squeak, I feel like I've sort of experimented with, but I think in the end, just what Dailerben did, getting the power-up, is the best play. But, well, that's the thing. You have to get the power-up. And it's only one space. It's only one space on the entire map that's conducive for that. Unless you happen to get it from the happening space. Speaking of happening space, if you've been watching Gerby's challenge, Zero Coin Challenge, he got all the way to Mr. Mover and then landed on a happening space. 1 in 3 was the -10 coins, and yeah. There goes all the progress due to a 1 in 3 roulette. Oh, that's a bad exit. Something other than Game Guy. I mean, happening spaces cost a lot of runs, and then if I were to pursue the challenge, I feel like I would be a bit more aggressive. You know, once you have the requisite coin count, I think the goal is to try to end the game as quickly as possible. So like keeping Toad in front is not something I would do. Again, it depends on having enough coins. But at some point, you gotta put yourself in a position to win quickly. But, I mean, having said that, things can happen in such a way that even if you get like a better partner, you can lose coins very quickly because you're just not going to get the setup. But the longer the game lasts, the more likely you're just going to have something unfortunate happen. $18. Well, yeah, 37-10 early. I feel like I had all the conditions necessary to achieve the time that I need to, but I just couldn't do it. Well, but I mean, I feel like if I do try the challenge myself, it's gonna make me hate Game Guy more than I already do. Oh my goodness. Oh. Feel like it's already over. We back to breaking boxes. Boxes that are either full of kittens or full of ducks, depending on who you ask. I certainly could do with some Mario Party 3 gaming again. It's It's been a while. Oh my goodness. Can't remember when the last time I did Mario Party 3. It might have been September, or probably even before that. I feel like the late summer, early fall months, I had to draw down streaming a little bit due to work. That was a lot slower than I thought it would be. But I think many of my later checkpoints were not so great. turning well, unfortunately. My left hand is not really doing what I want it to. Felt like I could go between those, but alas. Really, dude? Dang. I don't think there's anything more painful than missing the checkpoint. Hitbox is just not where it should be, or where you think it should be. Often. Again. Not good. Oh. I don't know what time that would have been, but that seemed a lot better than I would have expected. Why do I even bother? This attempt is over from the get-go. Whatever. Talking about coming back, would you do an all-manip run? Maybe at some point. I would probably begin by like doing a slow run, you know, just doing it on every board. It wouldn't be the most exciting thing, but like, you know, it's just like doing it once slowly and then figuring it out and then just, well, I guess figuring it out is like the most difficult aspect. And then after that, we just try and see whether it's possible. There's not a better way to restart the minigame? Like a quicker way? Yeah, I kind of wish it was, but oftentimes I feel like the break between each attempt is like a chance for my hands to just rest a bit. Because when I played this on emulator a few months back, and I could just like use save states, it actually like hurt after some time. Because like you're pressing A the entire time, and so where I can easily restart, it would be faster, but I just prefer if the time saved to the memory. So yeah, even though it's sort of, I mean, when I was playing, I think, what was it, Leaf Leap, I stuck to practice because Leaf Leap is, I mean, if you think this grind is bad, Leaf Leap was, I think, the worst. You know, you just get 2 leaves, make a mistake over and over again. You sit through that whole cutscene at the beginning. Like, the cutscene at the beginning of Leaf Leap is much slower, and it took me, and then just so many attempts to max this out on PAL. Stupid. Yeah, if you get it on practice mode with any Mario Party, it doesn't save. Which, I mean, so I mean, I'm mostly fine with just the break between attempts for something like this. Yeah, technically it will. I mean, I got the, for Mario Party 2 Sky Pilots, I got the record on that, but in practice mode, because again, that's an even worse grind than this because of how minigame mode works in Mario Party 2. And it didn't, I mean, for that reason it didn't save to my cartridge, and Cyberscore accepted my time, but speedrun.com, like, there's a little section for individual minigames, and it got rejected because it was in practice mode. Like, I could submit my time that wasn't in practice mode. It was like a 4860 from, like, just as I was starting out speedrunning. I could submit that, but it doesn't feel like my best time. I do wonder whether it's possible to do better than 4853 on Sky Pilots with one CPU as the partner. For Mario Party 2, yeah. They have practice mode banned. But, I mean, if you know anything about Sky Pilots, like being stuck as the flapper with CPUs as the pilot, it's really really degenerate. Like, mathematically, if you use two controllers and you control one player on each plane, not to play both characters at once. No. That is not the strat that I use. It's a bit too difficult, I think, in my opinion. I mean, maybe somebody can do it. Like trying to, with one hand, go up, down, up, down, up, down, while trying to concentrate on the steering is not some. I mean, I feel like somebody might have done it for Superstars, but well, I'd rather not try to get into that. I don't think this is it. Ah, whoa. Huh. I did not expect that good of a time. I got a 0.8 with a bump? Huh? Okay, well, best time of the day, but I got a 0.8 with a bump. Either the bump was not that bad, Or I could have gotten an even faster time. Interesting. I didn't feel like it I didn't feel like it was that good at checkpoint 4. I didn't really feel it. But I feel like maybe the way that I'm approaching checkpoint 5 is superior? I feel like I'm doing better at checkpoint 5. That might have been the difference. Let me see if I can replicate that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look back at the video itself to see just how close I was. Like, at what point did I hit the checkpoint? Or... Ah, dang it. I was gonna take a break at 100 attempts, but something is happening here, and I hope I can do something about it. Dang. The time at the bump was 36:88. I don't know, dude. Could that have been it? Ah, dang it. Would have been very close. Alright, I just need that to happen again, preferably soon. While I still have my juices. My poly juices. Ah, dang, that stupid box. You know, I just need to get like a run, you know, like that, and see if I can actually do it. Ah, come on, no. No, dude. No, 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 no. Well, 9-4 is the next possible time. It's only even single digits. I don't think I should waste time with this attempt. Oh, okay, good. I really didn't feel like that was gonna be a good attempt after checkpoint 4. Okay, good starting position. Ah, but checkpoint 3 is it's over. Stop missing. I mean, it's one thing to get bad boxes, but I just don't want to miss. Luca Gamer, welcome on back. Oh, come on. I just missing. I mean, that more time save on the table. I mean, if I were to tie the NTSC best, that would be a 3684. So there is more time to save beyond the PAL record of 3696. Of course, well, stupid thing. There is, I think, a time claimed on NTSC of 3065. No video of it yet exists. I think there is. Like, all traces of that have been basically wiped out, except for like a paragraph on Twin Galaxies or perhaps something else. Lost media. The channel of the person who purportedly has it on YouTube is now gone. Deleted. Whatever the heck happened to it. Which is kind of sad, like, you know, why anybody would ever delete history, basically. Oh my goodness. Stupid. That statement alone, the fact that it's lost media, and this guy was playing in the very early era, like the 2000s, but he seemed to have videos, and I saw some of these videos. Like, you know, a few years ago. It feels kind of sad that I can no longer watch them. And they included, like, the first ever score over 113 on Air Force in Mario Party 7. A time that, or a score that was achieved in, like, 2007, 2006, 2007, I think. A lot of really good people back in the day. And some of them even have videos. Not very good quality videos, but, you know, just videos. At a time when it was very rare to have recordings of these things. Low-key the best ones. Yeah, they... it still sold a couple million copies. I mean, as far as the game is concerned, well, I mean, yeah, it's never gonna be like a huge game on it, but there's still plenty of people who played it, purchased it. Oh my god, I hate that mistake so much. Are you playing on an actual GameCube? Because I am playing on a Wii. Stupid. Yes, sir, on a Wii. Do you have any GameCube games or controllers? GameCube games these days are so expensive, and controllers as well. It's kind of sad, like, you know, the GameCube is just one system where, you know, has such an amazing library, but, you know, I guess Nintendo has sought to remaster instead of re-release their games. Obviously, Metroid Prime is an example. Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door is an example, but you know, there's just so many classic games that just don't get the same kind of love, or you know, the new generation, and I think that also contributes to just like less people playing these games among the Mario Party community. Like, I feel the N64 and GameCube Mario Parties are the best ones overall. I mean, some of the ones that have come on the Switch are pretty good, but you know, this really was the era of peak Mario Party. Like, this was the golden age of Mario Party, and a lot of the people who are playing now are sort of gravitating towards, like, you know, the Wii entries and such. And well, don't get me wrong, I don't think that they're all bad, but I think that this and other Mario Parties of this era were kind of the way to go. DSi? I know what DS is, but DSi. I think I got the DS, and I only ever played one game on it, Mario Kart DS, which was a very fun game. I don't think I really delved into the DS's library. I was more of a console gamer than a handheld gamer. Too early. Pokemon. Yeah, I never played a Pokemon game before. That they're very popular and such, but I just have never really got into it. One of these days I might like ask one of you guys who have played Pokemon, just like, which Pokemon game would you recommend? And I just start playing whichever Pokemon games people recommend that I play. Could be fun. Oh my goodness, dude, how is that possible? I do hear that there are a lot of Pokemon games now and that people are complaining about the quality, but I wouldn't happen to know what makes those games tick anyways. God. Or into Mario. Yeah, Mario is a very good franchise. The games are generally of very good quality. Like Super Mario 64, I might have mentioned this, that was the first game I ever played on the N64. And, well, I don't know, I still, this might sound very strange or even blasphemous, but I still haven't played Odyssey. I bought Odyssey after completing my PhD prelim examination, like the first important step to completing the PhD. I got that along with Breath of the Wild. I played Breath of the Wild, I never played Odyssey. Maybe once I'm done with Tears of the Kingdom, I can get into that, or some other game, or games. I don't know, I just haven't really played a lot of casual games in the past few years. Oh, I need to plug something here. The first console you owned was a 3DS with Mario Kart 7. Just sorry, give me a moment, guys. Why is this not... Why is it not charging? We have an issue here. Um. Hmm. Okay, we might have an issue here. My computer is not charging, even though it's plugged in. Oh, I found the problem. I see what the issue is. Okay. Yeah, I remember Mario Kart DS was... I think I really enjoyed the battle mode a lot. I mean, I mostly played by myself. I started out with the time trial. I was on the time trial site. But eventually, I just gave up because... the connecting wires were not connected. I don't think I worded that correctly, but it's basically what the issue was. Yeah. I played a lot of time trial in really all Mario Karts that I played, but I just never really was that good, to be honest. I mean, I'd be better than the average person, but still, like, you know, nothing good enough to be ranked. I know that it takes a long time to get the muscle memory and such, but, you know, whether it's hand speed or technique or taking the proper lines, I just never really could become a good Mario Kart player or time trialist. Oh, come on. This is bad RNG, I'm not gonna waste time on it. Have I ever seen the Summoning Salt video? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I've watched it several times. I'm a heavy Abney watcher. I've been subscribed to Abney for a very long time. I'm also on his Discord. See me if you see me on Twitch, you'll see me use his emotes all the time. So, Abney is a pretty good inspiration for what I try to do. Yeah, the video covers up until before he took down the record. I mean, I remember after the video came out, his viewership just jumped to just this insane level. Like over 1,000 people would watch him organically every day. And he really he just like streamed every single day. Day in and day out. Capitalizing on that boost. And then eventually got the record. Which is both great and honestly, from the standpoint of somebody like him who's really somebody who grinds to get record, you know, it can be a bit of a challenge to follow up on that. It's where a lot of people who are streamers sort of feel, I mean, you can't grind something forever. It's just not humanly possible. I don't even know how Abney does it. Like, you know, he's still probably right now playing skips runs. And he is still the audience that he has. May not be like 1,000 viewers every night, but still plenty of people watch every day. Ticket grinding Mario Party 5. Yeah. I don't know. I'm continuing to grind it. Trying to, well, do a bunch of things in Mario Party 5, because who knows? I still have plenty of motivation left to just continue to pursue these goals. Okay, this is not good. Your favorite character was Toad. Actually, my favorite in this game was Toad as well. I was able to do Toad voices. But obviously as my voice has gotten much deeper and I'm not able to do the same sort of squeaks, Toad, I don't know, I've just become fully on the Yellow Spice Man. Oh god, no. Stupid box. Waluigi is a solid choice. I actually got my story mode PB with Waluigi a few weeks back. Actually, that was over a month ago. Always has to be a box. Always, 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 always has to be a box. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I mean, it's not like I can add I mean, I can add emotes to BTTV, but it's not like a lot of people are going to be using a box emote. Yeah, it just... there's no longer the ability to do certain things that I could do. Toad's raspy voices. I mean, some like it, some don't. I found it very funny as a kid. You know, Toad has gone through a lot of changes in his voice performance, to say the least. I knew that was gonna happen. But you know, I mean, if I get, I think it was 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. I have 3,000 watch hours. I just don't have. I just don't have the subs. Oh. You haven't already. Can add to that total. Can get whatever emotes fit the channel, but then again, there has to be memberships and such, and I don't know if anybody would be willing to do that. So, but even just the possibility is interesting enough. Well, it looks like this has already taken more attempts than 3-minute peace out officially. Three-minute peace out took me 2,941 attempts, and I think I've gone past that. Oh. Voicing Toadette. Toadette from... Toadette from, like, which game? Which game's voice of Toadette would he sort of mimic? Just need another chance. This could be a chance right here. Oh, such a bad first checkpoint, dude. And it doesn't matter. Checkpoint 2. Bad RNG. Bad starting spot. And bad boxes, I think. Oh my, what? That missed? Dude, that actually was good RNG. Oh, I hate that mistake so much. It's so painful. You can't blame anybody but yourself for just... And yet, like, the hitbox for these checkpoints is so deceptive. It's such a pain to miss like that. It's... And then, like, yeah, just have to sit through so many more attempts where you have to just hit box after box, you know? It's like you finally get your chance and then you blow it just like that. Feels bad, man. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this arrangement right here. It's like, there's no way I can pass this. I mean, there's no guarantee that it would have been record, but I don't know. There's always a chance. I think this attempt is already dead. I saw the boxes on 4. And we miss it again, just like that. I mean, that's not too disappointing because it was only checkpoint 2, but still, I just don't want to lose my run in that manner. It's the worst way, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, at that point, you basically just have to hit one last trick. So, yeah, it's just... No, I can't do that. It's like we're so close to finally doing it. This takes a little, just like something coming together on just one run, one attempt where the RNG lets you through. And if the RNG lets you through and you just fail the execution, that just really feels bad. Yep. Again. Have I ever played Mario Party DS before? I've had a lot of people who have told me that I really should play Mario Party DS. And maybe one of these days I say that a lot. One of these days I'll play it, but I don't know when, or you know, just need to find the right time for it, I guess. I hate that mistake. Yep. I think generally people have said that it's good. I think the only reason why I haven't played it is because it's a handheld. I see. Oh my goodness, so bad. So many misses of late. What specifically makes the item usage of the CPUs bad? Best handheld Mario Party? Island Tour. I feel like people speak very derisively of the 3DS version, 3DS games. Obviously, I've never really played or seen much of them, but not sure. It's an item that allows you to steal items. They will never use that item on you. Well, what makes that... Well, what's so bad about that? This ain't it. Well, I lost my juice. I lost, I lost my mojo. There was a part of this session where I feel like I had an opportunity to really make that record happen, but I feel like the spark has gone out. It gets boring fast, I see. Yep, board games are the spirit of Mario Party. minigames are the flavor, but it's not enough. It's need board play. So if you were playing, well, I guess it's a little harder to play multiplayer on the DS, but I'm wondering what would happen if you have like 3 players, human players. Would they steal items then, the CPU? As linear boards where reaching the end instantly ends the board. I couldn't honestly tell you. I mean, there's Star Rush, there's Island Tour, and Top 100. No Friends on the DS was popular, and I had never even heard of many of these Mario Party titles until I got into the Mario Party community. I was sort of in the dark as far as these Mario... I mean, maybe I'd heard of them before, but vaguely. A 3DS, I've never owned a 3DS, I don't have a 3DS, never played a 3DS game. Oh, dude, I just need a chance. The boxes have been brutal. So I wouldn't happen to know anything about the 3DS games. It's sort of a mystery to me. This mistake. Constantly this mistake. Oh my goodness. So painful. That exit. Didn't matter. It was the first Mario Party game I played, Mario Party 2. It was my second video game on the N64. was a lot of fun. One of my favorite games ever. And then later I played Mario Party 3. Mario Party 1 I got like a used copy. Like I think that was like the last N64 cartridge I got before we just started getting GameCube games. And then Mario Party 1 was interesting. So Mario Party 2 was a big part of my childhood. Same with 3. 3 is like still the most fun I've ever had with a Mario Party game. So it's story mode. It is my favorite story mode. Look at that. Stupid box. Yeah. Oh. It's been a cold winter. I feel like, I mean, back when I was a student, but I think increasingly now these days, I feel like just going to someplace warm on this time at this time of the year is just really a good idea. You know, spend maybe a week, or you know, even just a few days in a warmer climate. Just should probably help so much. I'd make no other trip in a year, at least for pleasure. Just this one trip that needs to be made for my health. That's too slow. It was Super, but he didn't own a Switch at the time. I see. I've never played Super. For my health? Yeah. I mean, being shuttered in winter and cold temperatures, and you know, you need the sun at this time of year. You need to relax instead of it's definitely recommended. Lame. You prefer winter over other seasons? And you live in Canada? I don't understand that. Like, winter is torture for me. Winter is, you know, just being outside is just pain. I know what you're gonna say. Oh, in summer you can just put a jacket on, and you can't escape the heat. For me, the heat only gets painful at a certain level. The cold is always... You can put on every layer of jacket and you're still gonna be cold. You're still gonna feel your extremities freeze up. It's just unpleasant from start to finish. Whereas summer is only mildly. I don't know. Could just be me. It's not a good exit. It's not a good exit either. Bad. I mean, I can't possibly live in Canada. I mean, it's cold enough where I am. It's cold enough here. I just cannot deal with even colder. Are out of contention for best due to your allergies. Yeah. I guess having allergies really changes your perspective on the weather. The perfect winter temperatures. Minus 15 Cel. That just my brain just freezes just looking at that. Yo, Mario fan, thank you for the good luck. I hope so too. It has been a lot of attempts. I just hope that it has a good conclusion. You know? What is this gonna be? Ah, dang it. The first one you've known was 9, I see. So you are, so you came into Mario Party well after the, really what I consider to be the gold era, the golden age. After the N64 and GameCube. You were coming into it during the Dark Ages, as I call them. You went to a place where it was minus 50? Yeah, that's another thing why I lament why GameCube games are so expensive these days. It's just, you know, people who didn't get to experience the classics, you know, anything from the GameCube, are having, I mean, there was a time when it wasn't so expensive, like, you know, I was able to purchase Metroid Prime, the US version, for $14, a bunch of other games for, but then I think later in the 2010s, the 20-teens, to now the 2020s, prices of GameCube discs have just gone up so much. I guess that's sort of what happens when a console reaches a certain age. Not good. Oh, stupid. Late 2020s, yeah. So this game is probably older than you are, which well, I mean, there are plenty of people who are, say, 18 years old, but they can play NES games better than anyone ever has. So, and then there's like some SM64 players who are 18, 19, 20 years old. Whereas the game came out 29, oh my goodness, 28, 29 years ago. So people are able to play games older than themselves fairly well. Just have to have the will to get the game and there is emulation, though. There is, I guess that's an advantage that people have these days, being able to emulate games, which in my opinion, I would tell people if you want to play a game, but you're not really sure about it, maybe buy an emulator. You wish you were born in... There are a lot of things... honestly, the 90s era... It just feels so weird looking at what we had in the 90s versus what we have now. Just, you know, smartphones and internet and, you know, just all these things. YouTube wasn't there. Just being able to just use Wi-Fi and, you know, just... Social media wasn't a thing. So many things just popped up well afterwards. Just internet speeds and, you know, older versions of all the programs that we know now, you know, early versions. It just feels so weird. And CRT televisions and... like, my goodness, have things changed in the time that I've been alive. And, you know, just VCRs. Do I remember growing up with Windows XP? I don't think I... It's possible that I had Windows XP, but I don't really know what that is. Well, 10 attempts, and then I'll be at 3,000. 3,000 attempts. Well, I was hoping there would be a breakthrough around 3,000. It doesn't look like it's going to be happening. This is just These boxes are so relentless. Anyway, someone in this chat remembers Space Cadet. Is that a movie? Is that a program? Is that... The pinball game? I don't really know it. There's a lot of things that I were probably around, but I just wasn't really exposed to. There were a lot of games that I played on older computers. Every computer had solitaire, and we played a lot of solitaire. MS-DOS games. Games that you could just like plug into the computer, the CDs. You know, computers used to have CD slots in them. I used to watch DVD, like, you know, put in DVDs in my computer, but that's no longer possible. They've gotten thinner and the disk drive has disappeared. Sucks. Yeah. So bad. Yeah, I think there are a lot of programs in my field that still require Windows 10. Like once you make the jump to Windows 11, the programs just no longer work. Kind of fascinating. Bah. Alright, well, I guess I'll go up until like 3 hours of the stream, but we're about to hit the big milestone of 3,000. Still no record. Still sitting at 3702. Last little bit is always the most difficult to cut. From experience. And here it is, attempt number 3,000. 3,000 tries. It has been quite a journey. But here it is, attempt number 3,000. It's an attempt like any other, but it just has 4 zeros and a 3 in front of it. Oh my goodness, and it's bad, it's not good. Oh my goodness. And there it ends. Oh. There it goes. 3,000 attempts. So yeah, it's 3,000 is just a number, but you know, it's a milestone in terms of the number of attempts. It's because we like powers of 10. Oh my goodness, dude, these boxes are so brutal. I think at a certain point, you know, this is... I generally think that I should take a break after every 100 attempts, but, you know, because I'm wrapping up pretty soon. Yeah, it's just like... why the game developers made this stupid mechanic just to screw with people playing this game. I mean, putting a random element and slapping a record, like an in-game record on the minigame, is pretty cruel, I have to say. Like, if this game had no in-game record, I don't think any of us would really play it as much as we do. I certainly wouldn't. How many attempts am I going to do tonight? I'm going to go up until 3 hours of uptime. Right now I have 2 hours and 48. So about 11, or 2 hours 49 now. So about 11 more minutes, and then I'll call it. Honestly, I should call it right now because quite obviously, I'm not gonna get it, but, you know. Stupid box. Funny box. Jack in the Box. Alright, Mario fan, have a good night. I will hopefully see you later. You take care. This may officially become the hardest minigame I've ever... hardest minigame record I've grinded for. It's not good. That's too slow. Mid. Okay. Bad way around the box, and the next one is blocked. Man, I feel like I had like a real flow around that 37.08. That was well over 100 attempts ago. I was like really excited for a moment. But once you lose momentum, it's very difficult getting it back. No, it's too slow. Bad exit. Bad. Yeah, no chance. Oh, I missed that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Just a few more minutes, and then we'll call it quits for today. That mistake. Okay. So I'll make it 10 more attempts. 10 more. The approach is blocked. No, it's so annoying. We're gonna play anyone else other than Wario? Well, in certain games I play other characters. In Super Mario Party Jamboree, Party Planner Trek speedruns, I played with Bowser. In Mario Party 7, for party mode, I tend to play with what was his name? With Boo. And unfortunately with Mario Party 3, there's no better choice there than Luigi. My arch nemesis, my mortal enemy, is unfairly privileged in Mario Party 3. So you have to pick him if you want to do the speedrun optimally. But otherwise, Wario is my mascot. He is always gonna win. Oh, goodness me. It's... impossible to pass. Dude. That's so scuffed. It's really bad. Yeah, it's over. Play Mario Party DS? I don't know, maybe, probably. Unless somebody tells me that there's some sort of character-specific advantage, I'll probably go the Wario as my #1 choice. I hate how there's always that specific box arrangement when I'm on an attempt that I think is actually good. It's inescapable. This is already dead. Guess I'll get some practice. No, I won't. Alright, we're down to the last 2 attempts. I think I'm pretty tired. Don't really have it in me to push for longer. Boom. Alright, and the last one for tonight. That's it. Yeah, when I'm making mistakes like that so frequently, it's just a sign that it's probably best to put it aside. Guess I'll do a couple of triple jump attempts before wrapping up. See how well I can do. Aw, terrible. What is this, dude? I don't know why I'm just not able to get the sorts of, you know, scores that I know I'm capable of. Okay, let's try something a bit different. I eventually get to decathlon grinding. This is the last minigame. I better not choke it. I had to learn not to choke it. This is, if done correctly, an easy 1000. That is a huge choke. You have to wait a little bit, but you can't wait too long. Yeah, it's in meters instead of feet, so numbers are smaller. What is this, man? I don't understand. I really don't understand this. Why am I doing so poorly? I'm capable of over 50, but I'm not even reaching 45. A little bit better. Maybe if I could just like reach 50, I'll find it acceptable for the moment. Maybe one last one. Good enough. It's like a little trade-off between distance and height. Okay. Well, we got our 50. That is gonna be it for tonight. I'm still waiting on that big breakthrough, but we got 3708 despite bumping the pole. I don't know if the pole actually hurt, but if it did, then it would be interesting to see just what sort of final time I could have gotten. I'll have to watch that back. It was attempt number 99, I believe, of the session. So it was over 100 attempts ago. Anyway, thank you to everybody for watching today. I'll try to be back tomorrow with something probably different from this. So I will need more sessions. I can't afford to just do this haphazardly like once a week or something. I need this to be sort of more of a sustained effort if I want to finally achieve this, but you know, always with moderation, because this is a frustrating minigame to grind, as I'm sure you guys can tell. Alright, well, have a good night, everybody. I will just end it there. See ya!